If you need to go back and hear something again, Field Trip, reading and creating bar graphs. Click the Next button. If you need to go back and hear something, what you'll learn. Okay, class, are you ready to go on a field trip? Now, let me remind you of a few things before we go. On this field trip, we'll be visiting many places and maybe even seeing some new things. But remember to keep your hands to yourself. Remember to exercise your self-control. You have the ability to control your actions and make your own decision to follow the rules. Don't let yourself be controlled by external things like your friends. Click the Next button. What you'll need. You'll need 2 pieces of paper. Graphing paper would be the best, but if you don't have any, that's okay. You'll also need a pencil or pen. Okay, class, here's your first example of a bar graph. Everyone look at the graph and now look at the words. Above that, you can see that now notice that each bar. Now that you know all of the to find out how many books of animals. Now you try. Now. Okay, now that we've learned all about reading bar graphs, let's move on and talk to the postmaster. He has a stamp collection that he wants to show us. This collection is special to him though, so remember to keep your self-control and don't touch the stamps. Okay, class, are you ready to go on a field trip? Click the Next button.
Well, hello kids, I'm going to show you part of my stamp collection. I've been collecting stamps since I was 10 years old. Stamps are used all over the world. My favorite ones are the ones I received from my grandfather who served in World War II. He was a great hero and loved to hear from his family while he was in Great Britain. He said that being a soldier was very difficult for him, but he learned the importance of defending what he knew was right. When I look at these stamps, I remember that I need to be like my grandfather and do what I know is right.
Click the Next.
Did you know that World War II was a war that involved a large portion of the world? There was one day during that war that was very special to the people in this war. This day is called D-Day. The day was June 6, 1944, when a group of people called the Allies, including the Americans, the British, and the Canadians, landed at Normandy to stop Hitler's armies from killing innocent people. The success of that day was largely because of a few brave soldiers who fought extra hard. It just shows how big of a difference just one person can make.
Click the Next.
These are some of the stamps I received from my grandfather.
Click the Next button.
I've also made a bar graph to represent how much each of these stamps is worth right now. See, I have each stamp labeled here at the bottom. Then on the side, I have numbers to show the prices of each stamp.
Click the Next. Okay, kids, here's something that we haven't yet run across. Notice how the price for the King Edward VII. Let's look at this graph. According to this, which stamp could we buy? Thank you, Postmaster, for sharing your stamp collection with us. It's really a treasure. What a great example your grandfather must have been to you. Click the Next. Well, it's time to continue our journey now. Everybody back on the bus. As we travel to our next destination, answer this question about the Postmaster's bar graph. What did the numbers on the side represent? Okay, here we go. Now, the next place we stop will be a magazine stand. I've prepared a bar graph. You can see on one of your pages. Hey there, everybody! How y'all enjoyed your field trip so far? Your teacher wants me to tell you how many Turning Point magazines, Book List magazines, and English. I hope that helps you on your bar graphing. Thanks for your help. How does your graph look? It looks great from here. Well, thank heavens you're here. We really need your help. Usually, we're very organized and the work goes very quickly. You see, we have machines that sort out these different snacks into separate boxes. Today, however, the machine's messed up and now all of our snacks are mixed up. Click the Next button. When things become unorganized, it's very difficult to get everything in the right place. But if you help me, I bet we can fix this problem fast. Okay, in this bin, we have a bag of balls of cheese, piggy curls. Okay, class, let's do it. Whenever I have a big problem like this, I like to break it down into smaller pieces. If we give each student a portion of the bags to put in the correct boxes, then we'll be able to get this organized very quickly. Just click and drag these and put them in their correct boxes. That's right. Nice work. Click the next. Did you know that there's a potato chip factory in Alabama called Golden Flake? Their company has a motto, or a saying, that they try to live by. This motto is, "Do unto others as you would have them do unto you." When they follow this motto, they not only help others, but also become better people. You can follow the same motto in your lives, and you might find that it helps you out a lot. Try it out. Click. Thanks so much for your help. Now we can send the 10 bags of balls of cheese, 5 bags of piggy curls, and 8 bags of balls of corn to our customer in Wyoming. All of your help organizing reminded me of how I work hard to organize my life. You see, I work in the mornings and then go to school at night. I have to be very organized to go to school and work at the same time to be with my family. When I go home at night, my family and I work together to make a schedule. In my schedule, I make sure that I have time to work, time to study for my classes, and time to play with my children, time to clean the house, and time to go to school. Thanks for helping us out and for letting us help you out. Now we need to go and make our bar graphs and head back to school. Make a bar graph of how many of each different kind of snacks are going in the shipment to Wyoming. Remember the information our friend here gave you about the snacks? 10 bags of balzo cheese, 5 bags of piggy curls, and 8 bags of balzo corn are going to Wyoming. Make sure that you label your graph well enough so that anyone will be able to read and understand it. When you're done making your graph, be sure to hand in all of your graphs to your teacher and click. Let's talk about it. Did you find making and reading bar graphs easy or hard? What were you thinking while you were reading bar? What else is there? If you enjoyed going on a field trip with the class, try the activity road trip and go on a road trip with Lil and her dad. Thanks for coming on our field trip today with us. Now you'll be able to create and label a bar graph whenever you need it. Thanks for coming on our field trip with Field Trip, reading and creating bar graphs. Click the